Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, I decided to do something different. Your girl decided to go ahead and jump on the podcast bandwagon. So with that being said, all opinions are welcome, of course, just like all of the hundreds of thousands of opinions that are under that post, which triggered a lot of people. Let's get into it. So, cue the music.
Don't take it personally, I'm surprised you call me after
So on my Facebook channel, I posted this video that I saw and I was interested by what was being said, and I knew that was going to raise a lot of eyebrows. I know what I be doing. Okay, so let's just dive into what exactly was being said on the first video.
Woman should be the dominant and a man should be the submissive. That's what you're
because
talking
y'all follow commands. You go do. You go do. And she gonna tell you what to do. Because here's the thing. If y'all don't have somebody telling y'all what to do, y'all are going to be reckless. And so women are divorcing y'all in these relationships because they are allowing you to quote unquote lead.
Okay. So if y'all didn't hear that, I'm gonna go back. I'm for the ones who did not hear it, I'm going to play this over for you. I'm going to play that over for you, and I'm going to stop it at that point.
Woman should be the dominant and a man should be the submissive. That's what you're
because
talking
y'all follow commands. You go do. You go do. And she gonna tell you what to do. Because here's the thing. If y'all don't have somebody telling y'all what to do, y'all are going to be reckless. And so women are divorcing y'all in these relationships because they are allowing you to quote unquote lead.
Okay. So we're going to stop right there. I am so interested in the response that I'm going to get after I got to say what I have to say regarding what she said and regarding what y'all had to say, the people. Now, first and foremost, I want y'all to understand that for one attention, that it's only fair to me to give them what they're asking for. Like, why would I'm not unfair. Why would I not give the people what they... Baby, please, you want my attention? Here it is. Okay. In response, post something because I said, y'all, thanks for the engagement for the video that I posted, but adding me and coming at me for something that I did not say or agree or disagree to or with is, it's not good for your soul. That's what I said. So I guess people feel the type of way because I shared the video. So for one, it's really, really, really interesting how the mind works, right? So first of all, I'm going to post what I want to post. If I want to take a picture, a video, or post you and your mammy, I'm going to do that, okay? If I want to find a picture or some photos or post of you and your grandmammy, I'm going to do that too, respectfully. Okay, so because I'm not talking and posting about nobody no more, I am trying to, just be versatile with whatever I do post and share. I felt like this was going to be very interesting regarding the engagement and conversation that will be had due to people's own feelings and perceptions of what they felt or what they deal with or have encountered or their reality of their situations or regarding to what she's talking about, right? So, one, I do not, let me run it back for you one more time. I do not
what to do. Because here's the thing. If y'all don't have somebody telling y'all what to do, y'all are going to be reckless. And so women are divorcing y'all in these relationships because they are allowing you to quote unquote lead, and they're being submissive. And since y'all can't lead yourself.
Okay. I do not agree with what she just said. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that statement. But we still got more video to go, okay? I'm going to break it down in bits and pieces because there's some people that, you know, you have to take your time with. You know, you got to take time with some folks. So, I do not agree with the statement that she just said. I don't feel like that is the main reason why women are divorcing men, or people are getting divorced because of men not taking leadership from them, or what I mean by that is she, even though I don't agree with it, she ain't doing nothing but telling the truth to a certain extent, because it's some men that do not know how to lead or take control of a situation or a household because they don't know anything about that, because they were never around that and they weren't taught that, and they don't know what direction to go and how to start to do that type of thing. They don't know how to be leaders of the household. They don't know what that consists of. They think going to work and paying all the bills mean that that's leading. When they can go to work, you can have a man that can get up and go to work and bust his tail and give up 80% of his paycheck on bills, right? Ain't doing nothing wrong, you know, coming home to his family, whatever, this and that and the third, but don't engage with the children. Don't know how to have a decent conversation. Don't know how to fix stuff around the house. Don't know how to manage money. Don't know how to, just care about himself. Let alone care about the household. What I mean by that is, let me explain. Some people just go for what they know. What if that man's daddy ain't do nothing but come home and get his mama all his money, and then he went out and got drunk with the fellas and went and played cards or went gambling and did whatever he want. As long as the bills were paid, he didn't care. He didn't care what happened in the house. As long as his woman wasn't cheating, as long as them bills were paid, as long as them kids is fed, he don't care about nothing. He don't care who broke something. He don't care about who doing this, that, and the third, because he feel like his job is done. The bills is paid. I don't feel like it should go like that. I don't feel like it should go like that, because what I want to say to that is, it's nothing wrong with a man being taught something from a woman. I don't agree that the woman should feel like she should hold it over a man's head or try to abuse any type of authority that a man decides to give her, or if a man decides to let her lead or instruct a man on how and what to do in a household that she is familiar with from what her daddy did with her mom, or just whatever. Okay? It is nothing wrong with learning how to become a man from going through or being in a relationship with a woman, married or not. I can't tell you how many times I done learned from dealing with folks, stuff that I didn't know, or I saw it in a different point of view of how to do and how to conduct something or how to be about my business. I done learned from folks. So I think the real issue is she touching on stuff, and a lot of men are they disagree with it because it's a woman stating that it's okay for a man to take back seat, or a man don't know how to take the front seat because he don't want to and he ain't trying to. That's that lady opinion. Now I'm gonna break it down for y'all ain't understanding, baby. It can go both ways. A man can feel like that about a woman, So what's wrong with her voicing her opinion and saying what she wants to say?
Being submissive, and since y'all can't lead yourself, y'all leading her to the ground. So here's the thing: the natural order is for the feminine to be the leader. If you give to the feminine, right, the feminine is always going to regenerate life, and everybody's going to be taken care of. Y'all are territorial. Y'all just want.
Okay. So she just said that men can run a woman into the ground, right? that's a true, that's a true statement, but you also got to think about it. I do not agree with that statement simply because it depends on that person's mind state. If that woman's, you gotta look at the situation. Let's say, for example, if a man and a woman been married for 20 years or been together for 20 years, right? And of course, with that comes growth. That's a long time to be with somebody. If no elevation or no growth has came into that relationship or that foundation, because at that point that they're one, that means that it's something wrong with the people in it. Somebody out of the two ain't catching on, or it ain't there. Ain't that focus or that drive or that potential to do something better or feed off of each other and learn from each other. It's something missing, and that creates them long-term problems and this, that, and the third. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. If a woman after a certain amount of time see that something ain't changing, it's that woman's fault that she's still in it and trying to hold on to stuff. Sometimes you gotta let stuff go. It don't matter how long you don't grew up with him and her and the third. It don't matter. You have to let people go on, baby. You can't expect to grow old people and then they cause you have a nervous breakdown because you kept on trying to hold on. See, and that come with like childhood trauma and being around and being used to seeing stuff and how certain things operate coming up. Even if you wasn't around, what if that man, let's talk about leadership. What if that man was not even presented with an option to be around daddy, a father figure, or a dad, or, brothers and uncles to help him? What if all the man he was around was trifling, crackheads, beat their women, was in and out of jail, murderers, gangbangers? But when he get in a relationship, he trying to love you because he with you. He trying to give you that soft side. But when he falls short and he don't really know what it's him for, he don't know what's going on, he don't know what to do. That's why in the beginning, it's called a learning phase, a learning process. You got to learn people and figure people out. There should have been some kind of hint or some kind of something in them first couple of years that showed you, hey, we keep falling out or we keep bumping heads because you ain't doing this. Do he like to talk about his past? Have you sat down and really got to know and get inside somebody's head to see where they come from? Not where they grew up at, where they come from, baby, where they come from. Where they come from. And I can't even say that there's a lot of people because there's some people that come from broken backgrounds and broken environments. That don't know how to keep nobody good, that want to push good people away from them because they didn't know no better. Because they didn't know no better. And then I know some that they came from all of that and more and treat their woman or their spouse like I love it. Like they angels, like they just goddesses loving on other goddesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a possibility. It depends on the person. Why can't people grow together? I honestly feel like her way of displaying how she feel, or maybe it's a situation she went through, or what she's seen or what she used to. That's that lady opinion. She feel how she feels. She what she said. She said what she said. That's it and that's all. Let's continue.
Everybody's going to be taken care of. Y'all are territorial. Y'all just want the image of leadership. You just want to be out in public. I'm the leader, but...
Okay, now, that part I do agree with. Men are like that. They want to be seen. A lot of men like to be seen as the big dog, as the head honcho, as the numero uno, the caller of all the shots. A lot of men do like to feel like that. They like to feel like that. Like, you know, my lady, my woman, do what I say, or I run the household. Men do like to feel like that. So we're not going to cap, and we're not going to play games like men don't like to feel like that. Because yes, you do. Yes, you do. And y'all know that.
Of leadership. You just want to be out in public. I'm the leader, but all of the responsibility is actually on the woman. The leader takes...
That depends. All the responsibility is on the woman if she allow all the responsibility to be on her. We have to think about this though. We got to break this all the way down. Ain't no way. I don't care how much money you coming in the household, bringing and dropping off. You need to tend to the household too. Okay, let's walk around this house. Have you walked around this house and seen what need to be fixed? Any mold, any plumbing problems? You know what I'm saying? Or teach me how to do it. If you know how to do it, you at work, you bringing all the money home, and I'm at home making everything good. Show me how to do stuff. I don't have to bother you about it. You know, I feel like it should be equal no matter what. I believe everything should be split down 50-50. Meaning, if let's go financial wise. If you and your spouse is making the same amount of money or close to y'all, like y'all neck and neck, 50-50, no question. If you have a man who don't mind going an extra mile and paying more to you in bills, okay, that's cool. He don't get no extra appreciation or no extra recognition for wanting to pay more. You thank him and keep loving him, right? And y'all gonna keep on going. That's it. That's why it's important to have a conversation about real life expectations and regulations in a relationship. Even if y'all been together 40 years and y'all in this way too deep, I'm sure at one point in time, a couple times, that y'all done had to sit down and figure some stuff out together. Like, hey, what we gonna do about this? We're gonna do about this. What's missing in today's relationships, in society, in a lot of damn people's minds, is goal setting and sit down planning. Don't nobody like to journal. Don't nobody have time to sit down and write stuff down and figure stuff out and plan. Don't nobody like to do that no more. And then they want to pick and point fingers at the people who do and call that being bougie or being having OCD or trying to be like palm colored people, because they want to sit down and write and plan stuff out and be organized so they won't go through and make the same mistakes their mamas and daddies did, or their grandmammies, or people that raised them, whoever grew up with them, so they won't have to try. They're trying to break curses. That's what need to be happening. It's okay for somebody to sit down and want to say, hey, let's try this. And we need to stop being so aggressive and being so defensive when somebody come to us with a different idea, something that's foreign to our beliefs that we are afraid of, and start being open to things that can change or that could work out and be beneficial for you and your household. If your lady come to you and say, hey, babe, you know what, can we sit down and just write down how we feeling, or write down our frustrations, or write down these bills and say who gonna do this month, or if things change, or what we got a backup plan about money, or, you know, a different set of goal for savings and a certain budget, adjust the budget for spending. A lot of black people don't even have budgets. Let's talk about it. And it ain't just us, it's a lot of people. Some of us don't even have budgets, baby. You just get paid and spend your money. Especially, I'm just saying, it's the truth. It is the truth. And be mad at other folks because other folks doing better and get along better and able to have and go out and do these extra things because they learned how to budget and how to sit down and be goal oriented, or at least try to start somewhere to do something about something. People get tired of being paycheck to paycheck, even though that's a lot of people's reality. That's the case. Okay, I know eventually you be like, dang, bruh, I'm tired of always having to, you know, scramble off $100, $200 in between pay periods. And when I pay everything, I got like, what, $30, $40, $50, $150 in my pocket. But your homeboy over here can say, yeah, man, well, shoot, this is what I do. And I be good after I pay everything. And I got a good $700, $800. Well, what you doing, man? Instead of hating on the next man, ask him for some advice. Maybe y'all circumstances may be different. Maybe he don't pay as much as you. But maybe by him sharing some of the things that he do, you could work out in your own way or form your own plan or own goal to say, hey, babe, I was thinking about let's try to do this. So let's try to implement this. You know what I'm saying? When we get paid, let's not try to go to the mall and try to keep up with the Joneses and trying to keep these kids up with the new latest fashion that come out. And work with what you got. And teach kids about responsibility and appreciation and be grateful for the things that they have and make them work hard by creating chores and give them things to do to make them appreciate what a dollar bill is. And instead of y'all trying to go out and take unnecessary trips that's going to break you at the end of the day, just hold on. Put them trips and stuff to the side. Think about the stuff that's most important. And I think going into a relationship, a man need to be headstrong and a woman need to be headstrong. But let's be realistic. A lot of people come from broken homes and a lot of people have broken hearts getting into relationships and don't feel it's necessary to sit down and conversate and set realistic goals and set realistic expectations so that we can avoid for women or men feeling the way that she feels. And then you got some people that's just stuck in their way and they going to feel how they feel at the end of the day, baby. They not going to try to change for nobody because they don't like nobody trying to tell them what to do. And that's why a lot of relationships fail too. One, people stay in relationships because they scared to be alone and they feel like that's all they know. Oh, I've been with him for such year. He crazy like that. I'm not being with nobody. And we'll talk about me later. But I decided that I'm not going to continue to waste my time on nobody if they're not trying to change and they're not trying to learn me. What I mean by change is be open to different things like journaling and budgeting and goals and trying to fix certain loopholes or patch up things. You just want to keep walking past, like shove to the side, I tend to it later. Ain't no growth in that. What can we do to be on the same page financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually? And that's another thing that's missing. A lot of people in these comments dropping stuff about Bible quotes and talking about what the Lord said and the man ain't supposed to do this and the woman ain't supposed to do that. The realistic what's what need to happen, what need to go on, let me go ahead and tell y'all. You need to take the time to learn, folks. And learn from your mistakes in your situations. That way, there is a goal or a plan in place that could be beneficial to everybody involved. Especially when it comes to leadership. It shouldn't be nobody leading the household. It should be split down the middle. Everybody should be on one page. I shouldn't have to hold you accountable for protecting this house. Because guess what? Whatever you know what to do to protect this house, you're going to show me and you're going to teach me. So when you ain't here or when you fall short, I can hold it down. Now who leading? See, y'all got people's minds is so fixed on what a man can do, what a woman can do. It should be fair exchange across the board. It should be fair exchange across the board. I don't care what nobody say. That's just how I feel.
The woman, the leader takes the majority of the responsibility. If women allow men, which means she submit, all right, and allow him to lead, she don't have no control over what he's going to do. She's steady submitting to him. Women have to change their minds and realize that they ain't supposed to submit to men because men just going to do what you allow them to do because they don't have no governor on their own.
I agree to that part.
Men to not do something, to know better, they don't know. They just going to keep being reckless. And they're not going to take care of.
Woman should be the dominant.
Okay. So to end that segment, she basically said, long as you allow a man to do whatever, he gonna do whatever. And you should not submit because why do that? Especially if he's not doing what he's supposed to do. That's what I took from it. It could be, and I'm not finna talk about this lady background because I don't know. I am simply saying that it takes two people with a common sense to be willing to make sure that there is understanding and that there is a safe space for whatever situation may come or whatever situation that they are facing or dealing with, so that it could be equally arranged. There's some women that like for a man to lead, to take control and feel like, oh, Big Daddy pay all the bills. I'm gonna make sure Big Daddy got his plate and rub Big Daddy feet, and Big Daddy tell him what to do and talk to me any kind of way. It's some women like that. Now me, I'm a woman that, you know, I'm very independent. You know, I don't really ask nobody to do nothing for me. If I do need your help, when I ask you for it, it's gonna damn near kill me to just ask you, because I don't believe in doing it. I believe in feeling for myself and figuring it out. That's come from growing up off survival. Not, you know, just always surviving, trying to survive. And you would think that I would think just like her, but some things I agree and some things I disagree with what she's talking about. Let's go into these comments. Now, about these comments, I'm gonna go ahead and call y'all name out, because a lot of y'all are disrespectful and some of y'all got common sense. But let's talk about it. Okay, so I said that I was gonna go ahead and start a podcast to talk about this topic because it's interesting, obviously. I mean, we got 947 shares and over 130,000 views right now, right? Response is, I'm reading responses. Schnall Gaspard says, I also have a channel and I'm going to talk about his monstrosity. Okay. I have a Rifa La Chifa, interesting name. This is absolute delusion. That is their response to me, saying that this is what I put. Starting a podcast on my YouTube channel. The first one will be uploaded today at CC Love. And the topic will be about this video. These are these people's responses to that. The response don't even make sense with the statement say. People be slow, for real, for real. Okay. So I also put, these comments, I appreciate the engagement, but adding me to call me out my name when it's not my actual opinion in the video shows the maturity level of some of you. LOL. Anyways, stay blessed, guys, and make sure your heart and mind is right at the end of the day. Somebody said, Miss Shamaya Heflin says, people ignorant. This was broken down perfect. Somebody responded to what I put and said, why are you posting stuff you supposedly don't agree with? When did I say that I disagree? I never said that I agreed or disagree with anything until now. Not you trying to force me to agree or disagree. So I responded to Adam Evans. I said, who said I agreed or disagreed? Okay. Then we have comments such as this from the Facebook name is BB. I feel like this applies to a lot of men in this generation, but not all men. There are real men that can lead, but seem to be a few far in between. If you want to be single for a long time, you may get one. But a lot of men are raised by single women, etc. They don't know what to do, and it is what it is. Okay. So somebody responded to her saying that's exactly why. Look at the children of the community who have been led by women for the last 50 years. I had someone under the comments, I went on ahead and blocked him because one thing about me, I done had a lot of growth that I done did. And I used to, when I was in my ratchet days and didn't care about nothing and be ready for whatever, I'd sit back and argue with you and your mammy and your kids and your whole family on social media, you know, back when I was, you know, immature and didn't know no better. So this one man told me that I'm dumb and I'm stupid as ASF, and that his woman would think so too, and I'm dumb as whatever he said, Tariq Black. So I just went on here and blocked him because he was about to bother my spirit, and I done grew up. And before I went ahead and embarrassed Mr. Black, I went on ahead and just deleted them. But if you are watching this, I just want you to continue to stay prayed up. Hopefully you getting your life together. And whoever with you, hopefully she getting her life together as well. Okay? And peace and blessings to you, my brother. I have people that's basically saying this woman married or at least in a long-term relationship, or asking is she married or in a long-term relationship. Some people saying, I understand exactly what she's saying. We got thousands of comments. Thousands. Paragraphs, books. The woman shouldn't be submissive, but rather a partner and a supporter. The man should be a man and lead the household the right way. Instead of woman giving in and saying, fine, since he can't lead, I will. How about we start holding the men accountable for the role they are meant to have? Father, protector, provider, and spiritual leader. Now that is a nice comment. That is from Austin Sidney Roy. Yeah. And a response to that was from Miss Chelsea Nicole Hill, was to Austin Sidney Roy's comment. Her point, and a lot of men can't do that. They want to lead, but don't actually do it. We are all grown enough to know that a woman has most responsibilities in a relationship. So that's the thing. That's the whole point. That's the whole point that people are getting, that they are disagreeing with. And that's totally fine to disagree with that. But understand, if a man cannot lead right, try to help him. And if y'all both don't know how to start somewhere, it's okay. Just try to be resourceful and educate yourselves on what it to y'all means leadership and what y'all can do to help each other. Some men don't know how to do that. Some women don't know but to be submissive, because that's all they know. That's what they choose to do. It's up to the people, honey. It's up to whoever laying down with who, whoever slapping skins with who, baby. That's what it's about. Overall, my opinion of that is I agree with some of the things she said, and what I don't agree with is her totally ridiculing men and acting as if they are lower than women, or as if women are in control or need to be in control of everything. I do agree that if a woman don't stay on a man's ass and keep him on his toes, then he'll be, his focus gonna be off. So, and in the long run, a man will appreciate a woman for being on him and being that type of person. When the results come out, not only is he gonna be able to show gratitude, but they also can grow. They can see and appreciate the growth and accomplishments of whatever it is that was the issue at the time. I just feel like it's supposed to be 50-50 in a household, unless if there's an agreement that should also be written down. See, we got to talk about this kind of stuff. That kind of stuff need to be talked about, because just like prenups and stuff, well, we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about all of that. So, I think that's her opinion. And we about to jump into part 2 of what she had to say about women and men and leadership. So this is part 2 of what she had to say. This is the same woman. And this is part 2. Let's dive right on into it.
Love. It ain't a million different loves. It's one love, and men ain't capable of it. You only think like this because you didn't have a dad in your life. You didn't have no positive male role models. This ain't got nothing to do with me personally, because the evidence and the research is out there.
Did you have a dad in your life?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I said, as a matter of fact, I said talk to my dad.
And your mom?
Yeah.
So you was raised all the way up with your mom and dad?
My dad was military. He was in the military for 20 years. I had a mentor also at 16 years old who was a political activist, right? The majority of people who I've been around have been male, right? All the male talks about is what he need and what he want. It ain't never about what he gives. Just listen to a male. Just listen to him. 99% of the people on planet Earth don't have a clue what love is. Love is not a concept of the heart. Love is a concept of the mind. And it has everything to do with your intentions behind the actions. So the male's intention of the woman ain't never about what's beneficial for her. Everything that he does is for self-gratification. Ain't never got nothing to do with what is mentally, emotionally, or spiritually beneficial or fulfilling for that woman.
Okay. So I got to pause right there. She said a whole lot. First and foremost, I got to say, I agree with that, the concept, the love concept. A lot of us do not really know what love is. We know what we feel when we feel as if we are in love or somebody love us back. I feel like, for me, I had to learn hard way and find out exactly what that was. Love to me is ups and downs, but love to me has nothing to do with anger, fear, and disappointments. Okay. When I mean that, I mean the things that will break you down and tear you all the way down. That's not love. That's not love. Anything that can break you down and tear you down, it ain't love, baby. It ain't love. If it's intentionally breaking you down and tearing you down, it's not love. Or hindering you, it's not love. It's not. Again, at the end of the day, people have their own mind to make up when dealing with folks or being in relationships. You can talk all day and counsel somebody all damn day about if he need to leave her alone or if she need to leave him alone or if they need to leave each other alone. But guess what? If them people go back home and lay in their bed together and continue to go on and live their life and come back to you again for round 2 of problems and situations, you either gonna listen or you're gonna turn your face and ignore the hell out of them and just tell them fend for yourself. People gonna do what they wanna do. They really is. But
Emotion he does is for self.
Now, when she mentioned a lot of men do things just for show or for self-fulfillment, with no acknowledge to their woman or their spouse, that has some partial truth to it as well. I don't feel like, the way that she is implying it, I don't agree with that. But it is a lot of men that like to showboat or just do stuff to make them feel good. Like, when they're able to, let's say they're having a family function and, a man will brag about materialistic things that they bought their spouse, but behind the scenes treat them like crap and, got other situations on the side. It's different things that people do to make themselves feel good. A lot of people do not live in their truth, and that goes for men and women. It's women that do the same thing in a relationship. So, I mean, I feel like some of the things that she says is true, but I look at it as it's done on both. I don't witness on both ends for everybody doing, what she's speaking about. So that's why I feel I'm a little lenient towards, her aggressiveness. I don't agree with her aggressiveness directly towards men, but a lot of things she's saying makes sense. I don't experience all of that.
Never got nothing to do with what is mentally, emotionally, or spiritually beneficial or fulfilling for that woman, because it's always about what benefits him. See, men want to mark territory. Can you love a woman enough to let her
so do women, though,
her own thing without you?
She said men only want to mark territory. So do women. It's some women that's like that. They don't want their friend, they men going over their homeboy's house. They don't like for the homeboys, even family members, to come over, especially not a female friend. Or let a woman know that her man got a girl best friend, or they real close to one of their female cousins or something like that. Any female, they gonna question it. They're gonna side eye it. They're gonna do it, especially if they're immature and they don't know how to accept someone else sharing their space in the love for their mate, a man as well.
Trying to sabotage it. Can she leave you and you be okay with it? See, the male wants to own women, right?
Okay, she says the male wants to own women. That goes both ways. Okay, that goes both ways, because you know how you be in a relationship, oh, you belong to me, and a woman be like, oh, you mine, that's my dick, you know, and he be like, that's my ass, whatever, you mine, you not for nobody else. That go both ways though. That go both ways. So I don't even know where that come from, what she talking about on that, but that go both ways. It's women and men that are very territorial. I'm like that with mine. You know, but certain things you have to question, and certain things, if you get an understanding of it, then you will fall back and be like, okay. Just like the person I'm dealing with now. This person is very, very friendly and very talkative. And has way more friends than I do that this person engages with on a daily basis and plans a lot of trips and do a lot of activities with them. I'm not used to nobody I'm dealing with going above and beyond and being so in tune and so engaged with a lot of their close friends and stuff all the time. So I'm learning how to just be like, okay, because I'm gonna question everything. I'm sorry, that's just how I grew up. You know, I'm just, who that? What was this? You know, okay, you explain it to me, I get it. But if you give me a reason to be like, hold on now, because hold on, I ain't damn crazy. When I start doing that, that means it's a reason for it. That is why it should be okay to ask questions and assume, instead of assuming and becoming aggressive when you're trying to ask a question, or you just want, oh, so that be, oh, so you like doing all that. That stuff creates a headache and that pushes people away. But you can just simply be like, oh, you talk about her or you talk about him a lot. Y'all doing this. What's the deal? How long y'all been on? Like, I feel like it shouldn't be a problem with asking questions. And if a person off gate get an attitude about you asking questions, so it's hesitant to answer, what's the problem? What's the problem? That go for men and women though. A woman can feel like that about a man, a man can feel like that about a woman and her friends. Oh, your baby daddy or your husband probably jealous or don't like the fact that you have a man best friend, whether he gay or not. He want you to prove that he gay. He want to know for sure that your gay best friend is a gay best friend. Cause he gonna feel like he able to still poke something, he could poke you. It could be a front. Like, come on now. They go both ways. Alrighty, so this is the third video. This is a video that I have not yet posted, but I am going to post it today. This is the third video of the same interview of her. It was just in 3 different parts. This one is quite interesting. It is not as long as the others, but here we go.
Right. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. Everybody know who Galileo is, right? Mark Twain said, it takes much to convince the average man of anything, and probably nothing will ever make him realize that he's the average woman's inferior. Y'all have something in y'all's brain that prevents y'all from listening. Y'all take commands. This is why the military handle y'all the way they handle you. You go do this, do that. That's how y'all operate. Y'all don't listen. So even with women talking and telling you, it still don't register. If you can.
Okay. So that video there, I disagree. Her delivery on that, first of all, is very aggressive. Basically, if you think about it, common sense, she's basically saying a man got to be taught. She was referring to a man as a dog, in my opinion. Like, you got to train him up like a child. You know, she was referring to a man as unteachable. So I disagree with that. I do feel like that goes both ways though. It depends on the mentality. It depends on the person. It could be a woman that's unteachable as well, and the man could be doing everything right and got plenty of knowledge of how to treat a woman and how to hold a house down. But his woman, you know, she could be from the streets and that's all she do and all she know. Or she could be, you know, just a person that is structured and that's just self-oriented and don't know how to fully accept love and communication and she don't know how to work with being equal in a relationship. She's just very independent and so stuck in her ways. She's not open to openness. She's not open to learning. She's not open to really fully submitting or caring. But it also have to be a reason for a woman to submit, though. For real. Let's be honest. Just like a man needs to be able to submit too. Just as much as they expect a woman to submit, a man needs to be able to submit as well. But that's why it's important to have conversations and have expectations and goals and try to work a plan and healing. When people are in a relationship or coming together and trying to grow or trying to make something, we have to be considerate of past life trauma and healing. Be honest, it could take a lifetime to heal from something. It's if you're willing to try and are you driven to, be far from what is, what you are accustomed to or what you're used to. Are you wanting to change? Are you wanting your relationship to be like this instead of this? What have you learned from failed relationships? Don't bring any, well, my ex used to do this and my such, you need to do this like this. Don't bring that into your relationship. Don't do that. And do somebody and be done mentally detached and emotionally detached from them. And y'all finally signed papers, but your spirit left that situation a long time ago. So I'm not going to say don't just automatically dive into something right after you call it quits with somebody. Because you could call it quits as far as no communication in December, as far as texting and calling. But spiritually and mentally, you called it quits a year or two ago. So I don't think that it's nothing wrong with jumping into the dating scene after you, or shortly after. I mean, what is considered shortly after though? Like, I don't see nothing wrong with dating after a divorce or dating after a breakup. People say you need time to heal. No, you may need time to think, but going on and living and moving on, that is you healing. Because you don't know how long your healing process is going to take, baby. You can move on and that next person is able to help you heal by keeping your mind occupied and presenting new things to you and opening up your horizon and putting different things on your mind and giving you the love and attention that you need. That could be helping your healing process. People don't like to talk about that, though. People don't like to talk about that. People like, you got to take 5 days off, 5 months off, 5 years off till you ain't dating nobody. And why do it have to be a sign of weakness or desperation when you jump into another relationship or start dealing with somebody after a breakup or a, whatever? See, y'all sitting around waiting and trying to repair stuff that don't need to be repaired. You sit around trying to fix stuff that don't need to be after you've tried and fought. Baby, no. If it's hindering you, breaking you down, and keeping you down, and making you sad and depressed, go on about your business. And then it might be you. You might need to look at yourself and see what you're doing wrong, what you need help with. We have to realize sometimes that stuff from childhood or whatever traumatic experiences we had that we are not, I'm not going to say healing from it, but we haven't acknowledged. But we are living in it. Meaning, if you used to get beat as a child or molested as a child and you never told nobody, you holding that in, you need to let that out. Put in a journal. Draw. What do you know how to do? Put all of that feeling into your craft. Are you a web designer? Are you good at math? Or you a tutor? You a teacher? Put that passion, find something to direct that energy into. Chart it out before it can work for your good. That's all I got to say. Thank y'all for watching my first podcast. This is your girl CC Love checking out. And like, comment, share, and subscribe.